Welcome back to AI content creation. So today we're going to be looking at this really cool plugin that I've just been messing around with. You may have seen this before, but this is the first time that I've been using this plugin. Now, in order to unlock plugins, you will have to have a ChatGPT Plus account, which is $20 a month. I've been paying this since it came out, I believe, just a couple months after ChatGPT actually opened its doors last around November, December timeframe. I probably signed up for ChatGPT in February or March when it came out. And I've never looked back. I've never even considered canceling because I use it daily in my business. I use it to send emails. I mean, you can see right here, I use it just nonstop. And I'm always using ChatGPT 4 right here. And so what we'll do is we'll hover over ChatGPT 4 right here, and then we'll go over to plugins. And what you'll do is you'll go to plugins. We'll go to plugin store right here. And then as you can see, I mean, there's hundreds of plugins built into the store. But what we're going to do is, and this is a popular plugin too, right? And so under popular, you can see all these other ones. Leave a comment if you have any plugins you want me to check out and review on the channel. I'll be happy to do that. I want to do more, reviews and tests and so forth of the plugins within ChatGPT. But for now, we're going to go and look at this diagram. And this is going to be really helpful too, because we can create really cool graphics for our blogs, which Google really likes, graphs and diagrams and charts and so forth. And so we can actually use this. So you're going to install this one, basically diagram, DAIGR.am. Go ahead and install that. And then you'll come over here and then you'll hover over and you'll just make sure that it is check marked. I need to make sure that I uncheck mark some of these. Sometimes they automatically check mark, even if you've uncheck marked them. And then another funny thing is, while using Chrome, you'll see there's always these images that get broken. And I don't know if that's a Chrome issue or if it's something to do with it, but I only see this happening in Chrome and no other web browsers. But it does make it a little unpleasant to see all these broken images. But we're going to go over here. We've got diagram. I'm going to make sure that that's selected. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to put this in here. Give me a chart or diagram representing the trends of sales by month for e-commerce stores. So we're going to go like this. It's going to come out and it's going to give me some type of warning that's like, we can't really do that, but we can do a hypothetical chart for you, right? So let's assume we have sales data for an e-commerce store for each month in the year. Typically sales might be higher in November and December due to the holiday season, and there might be another smaller peak in July due to summer sales. Here's a hypothetical representation. So it has plotted its data right here. And then what it's going to do now is it's going to let's visualize this data with a line chart. So we've got the line chart right there. And then here's a hypothetical line chart representing the trends of sales by month of e-commerce stores. And so it does different things. I'm going to show you this because right here, this chart represents a hypothetical sales trend for an e-commerce store over a year with sales values of in the thousands. As you can see, there are peaks in July, November, and December, blah, blah, blah. We could either click that or we can click this button right here to view the chart. And it made this chart somehow, and it's connected to DAIGR, diagram.ai. And so we have this chart right here, and we could come over here and we could right click and we could save as, and so save this, and it's an SVG document, which actually is high quality. You can turn this into you can put this as a PDF, you can put this as a JPEG or a PNG file. And SVG is actually a even more versatile file. But we have over here, so these are thousands. So, I don't really know, like, I mean, even $100,000, right? If this is by the thousands, it would not be correct because this is just a hypothetical chart. But I will say that in general, this is pretty accurate. You are going to see a steady climb, or it's going to stay pretty steady. And then I'm not sure about July, if you guys have done e-commerce or not, but I know that August and September seem to be the slowest months for me online. And then October, November, December, it just ramps up like crazy. So this is a pretty fair representation. It's probably not 100%. Well, of course it's not 100% because it's hypothetical, but let's go and see what we can do. Before we do that, I want to show you, I did give this a crack at this before creating this video. I'm going to go click and show you what it did inside of this. I gave it the exact same prompt. And this is useful to know, guys, that if you give this exact prompt to ChatGPT, it's going to kind of start from scratch every single time, because I gave this one the same exact query or prompt that I gave it up here. And look, it did this coding right here. And then we had to click on the button to get the chart, and the chart is not 100% the same. But then a minute ago when I did this before the video, we did the exact same thing. It gave me a little warning that we can't do that, but would you like me to proceed with a hypothetical? I said yes. And then it said, all right, I will create a hypothetical, blah, blah, blah. And then it gave us the sales data right here. And then it created the line chart. And then here was the chart right here. And so we can click on that. And now we can look at the differences between the two. So here's the one, 50, 40, and then 40 all the way up to 80 in October. But you can see the difference, right? 50, 40, so instead of 45, and then it went all the way up, and it didn't go back down. So there was no spike in July like it happened over here. So although they did get these right, October, November, December going straight up, same thing, boom, boom, boom. But if we wanted to really utilize this the right way or the best way possible, you would actually go out and do some research on your own. I pulled up this chart from the Census Bureau News, the U.S. Department. This is public, this is on the internet, so it's public like knowledge, or we have access to it. So we can actually take all of this right here, all this information right here, and we could say copy, and then we can come back in here. And I'm going to go ahead and just go like this. Okay, so try again, but here is actual factual data. And then I will do a shift return and then a control V. And then we will go ahead and push enter right there and see what we can get. Thank you for providing the actual data. Based on the information provided, I can create a bar chart to visualize the e-commerce sales for the first and second quarters of 2023, and also show the percentage of total retail sales that e-commerce sales accounted for in these quarters. So here's the data points that's broken out for us, and we're talking about the billions, $277 billion in Q2 of 2023. So this is actually, and then look at all these mathematical formulas that it's doing. This is just nuts, right? So this is actually probably going to be the best way. And just imagine if you have a health and fitness website or a ketogenic diet website or something, you're going to be able to get this actual data and then utilize Diagram plugin in order to create these really awesome, intelligent graphs for you, for your blogs. It's going to make your blogs stand out and shine a lot better. So let's see what it comes up with for us. So it looks like there was an error, but it says, let me correct this and try again. I'll create a bar chart with 2 bars for each quarter, one representing the e-commerce sales in billions and the other representing the percentage of total retail sales. I apologize for the inconvenience. It seems there's another error in structuring the data for the bar chart. Let me correct this and try creating the chart again. I'll create 2 separate bar charts, one for e-commerce sales in billions. So I'm doing this live right in front of you. Never done this before. This is what you will run into as well, using some of these plugins that are in the store. Finally, after 3 tries, it looks like it's got something for us. We have a chart right here. So Q2 has a 277.6 million or billion, sorry. If we come back up here, you can see right here, 277 billion. And Q1, where was that at? I don't see where that Q1 was at, but percentage of total sales, 15% in Q2. And then I guess it's taking this percentage right here based on knowing what Q1 was like. So 27.1 and then 27.6 right there. So this is in billions right here. It doesn't look like it labeled that part right. We can come back over here, and this is going to be the e-commerce percentage of total retail sales Q1 to Q2. So it gave us a couple charts, and this is going to be based on some factual information, which is super cool. I mean, imagine putting this on your blog. It's going to look really, really nice. If you wanted to, we don't want this diagram part right there. You could actually just go and open up your screenshot tool like I'm doing right now. You could go capture, and we could go like this right here. And this is how you would get the, and I would actually get that data on the bottom. And so you would just go like this, and this is how you would be able to get that JPEG. I would save it as a JPEG actually, because it's going to load faster on your website. So you could come up here and go File. I'm using Snagit Editor. We could go and Save As, and then down here, we would actually just go like this and go to JPEG right here, because it's going to be a lightweight image that we can load on our website. And imagine talking about this, right? And you could take this information that you get over here, and you could just ask it to ChatGPT to summarize this for you as well, right? So you're using factual data in your content, and then you're getting these really cool, fancy charts, right? So just hope, I'm actually pleasantly surprised and that we're able to do this with AI right now. So these plugins are really, really fun to look at and dissect. If you have any plugins you want me to check out, just leave a comment below. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Go out and use Diagram to create charts for your blogs and so forth. And I'll see you next time.